Okay, I'm gonna do a little video here because I did some knife videos. I've been doing knife videos and people can't seem to knock it off with their comments about the difference between tactical knives and pocket knives and EDC knives, and I'm just gonna try to make it pretty simple for you. Alright, when you see a knife that has what's called jimping, anytime there's little cutouts in the metal on the sides like that, that's jimping. That's, stuff to make it so you can get a better hold on the knife. This knife even has it all over the face, but it's typically on the sides of the knife, alright, is where you're going to have all your jimping. And I'm sorry, my knuckle is a mess. It's from work. But this is an out the front double action knife by Benchmade. It's called the Infidel. Definitely a tactical knife, okay? This is a Benchmade full immunity. Although it's a small 2.5-inch blade, it was made for federal workers that wanted to be able to carry a tactical knife in federal buildings during the whole pandemic. So they came out with this guy with the Warncliffe blade, and it has jimping on the spine so you can get a nice grip on it. It has finger choils. I would refer to this as a tactical knife because anytime there's extra work put into the handle or the knife so that you can get solid grips on it in different styles, and that's also if it comes with a lanyard so that you can kind of, sometimes guys will use that to extend their grip. Anytime you can extend your grip on a knife, it's meant for tactical reasons, but also a great pocket knife. I'm not saying every one of these could be used as a pocket knife. I don't know who wants to carry a Benchmade Infidel around as their pocket knife, but so that's two tactical knives. This right here, I would consider this a tactical knife. It's a flipper, one of these Russians. I don't even know what brand this is right now. I can't. But what I want to say is like the handles here. This is like a micarta. It's real grippy. It's a heavy-duty material, micarta, and it's rough. Even if you had gloves on, this thing would be getting hung up on the gloves. It's a very it kind of like the friction from it. It's a very grippy material. So micarta handles, another dead giveaway, especially get some jimping going on here for you to get a great hold on this blade, and it has a really long, that's like almost a 5-inch blade, and with a liner lock. The locking mechanism really has nothing to do with the style of knife it is. And of course, you could carry this thing every day. It's got a pocket clip, but I'm talking about when the handles of these knives have put so much work into making sure you can get a good grip on the knife. It's typically classified as a tactical knife. Alright, now the one that started the controversy, the Microtech Halo single action out the front. Okay? And I got all these guys that definitely don't know anything about Microtech writing comments like, "No, that handle is too big." Well, hey guys, the reason the handle's this big is so that, for one, it's a single action OTF with a pretty big blade that has to go back down inside this thing. But also, this handle is made like this so that you can grip it like this, like you would with an ordinary knife, and now you have all this extra space plus the blade. You can grip it like this, you can grip it like this. There's like all these different ways to grip it. The commenter that made the stupidest comment was, "That's not a combat style knife because there's no grip surfaces on it." Well, let me just correct you. Every one of these is a grip surface. It's called jimping, and it's so you can get a great hold on the blade with gloves or not. And the more space you can put between yourself and your opponent, if you're using a tactical knife for tactical reasons, the better. So anyway, single action OTF, pull back on the charging handle, and that's how you close a single action Microtech Halo tactical knife. No one's gonna carry one of these for everyday carry. The H&K Benchmade fixed blade knife. Look at the sheath. That won't fit on your belt, but it will fit on Molly. with the proper straps. Look at the thickness of the spine. This is another micarta handle. It's just a very grippy handle with this big finger choil. Anytime you see a big finger choil, especially with jimping right there, I want you guys, especially the guys that write these stupid comments, to realize that jimping is these little cutouts, whether it's on the knife spine, the handle, wherever it may be. That's made for gripping, okay? And that's usually void on a regular pocket knife, all right? These are usually just a dead giveaway that it's a tactical blade. I mean, if you couldn't figure it out by looking at it, but this thing is heavy. I don't really know of any military member that would really want to carry this thing, except for that it's badass. But it's a very heavy knife, because look at how thick that steel is, and it's good steel because it was made by H&K with Benchmade. But that's another tactical fixed blade knife. Now, I'll even call my EDC knife a tactical knife, because it's got all these finger choils, it's got some jimping here, but this is because, you know, I want to be able to get a good grip on my knife when I'm using it at work for whatever purpose it may be, whether I'm cutting up some cardboard, cutting into plastic, opening up something, not really using it for tactical reasons, but it's my side opening auto that I do carry, and I guess you would classify this as a tactical knife. Now, here you go. This would be just a regular old EDC pocket knife. It's beautiful. Oh, Spyderco. I think this is a Casbah. Don't quote me on that, but there's no jimping on this blade. Just a nice G10 handle, and it's got a little, I guess you could call that a liner lock, but it's not assisted, but it's just a nice pocket knife with a huge bellied flat grind drop point blade, high-end CPM S30V steel, and that's where Spyderco is from, Golden, Colorado, USA. So this would be a non-tactical, you know, even though it's got a big ass blade on it, but this is a great like camping knife, EDC knife. A lot of Spydercos are. They're great knives. They're a little pricey. And I grabbed one more. This guy right here, even though he's got a little bit of texturing right here, it's just a flipper. Oh. And another frame lock. This one's a frame lock because the frame of the knife is actually what's causing it to lock in place. But this is just a giant. I like these big bellied knives for everyday carry because there's a lot of blade there, depending on what I need it for, work tasks. This is not an expensive knife. It's made by like Medford Knife. It's cheap, but it holds an edge, and it's got that frame lock design, and it does just kind of flip right out there with a little flick of the wrist. Yeah, no jimping, nothing special, no like specific finger choils. I mean, yeah, this is a large choil taken out of there, but I don't think I would consider this a tactical knife, because this could slip out of your hand quite easily. There's no jimping. Now, the gentleman, when I was showing this and I referred to it as a tactical knife, and I get like LOL, that handle's too big, there's no grip surfaces. It's obviously from guys that don't know anything about Microtech. Microtech makes the Scarab, the Troodon, the Ultratech. They make all these blades, and they're all meant for military or law enforcement. In John Wick, he picks the Combat Troodon. I mean, you're not even supposed to be able to get your hands on one of these unless you're a military member or law enforcement member. Even then, I don't really know if they really want to give them to the police, but military, yes. I probably wouldn't carry a single action OTF on my person. As far as my combat knife, I would probably have a fixed blade. But this is definitely a tactical knife, and I showed you already why. Because of the ways you can hold it. You can put a lot of space between yourself and what's going on the other end of that knife. And that's the point of this long handle. The commenter said the handle's too big and it doesn't have any grip surfaces. Yeah, well, Microtech uses super high-end aluminum. It's either T6 or T7 aircraft grade aluminum. They're not going to stick a piece of grip tape on it. Alright, your grip surfaces are on the sides of the knife where you should be holding it from. Alright, if you need to hold your knife like this, you need a different type of knife. Something more like this guy. If you like to hold your blade like by the face, get something like this with a micarta handle. There's a whole ton of different knives out there. That's why I did this video. I got such a mixed review of comments on the... I don't know how 3,000 people saw this one when barely anyone sees my other knife reviews. But this one's a video, so no one's probably going to see this. But I know this is a horrible angle because I'm sitting off center from this, so I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm gonna watch it once, and if it's horrible, I'm not going to post it. But I was really just trying to show you guys the difference between what they call tactical knives and regular pocket knives. And the real difference is regular pocket knives have pretty much smooth handles, no cutouts, no jimping, stuff like that, where you're supposed to get a real sturdy grip on it. They're just meant for everyday, pocket carry tasks. And all these other blades with all this crazy micarta, all these designs for getting better grip, these are your tactical knives. Okay, I hope that helps. Have a good day.